Hello, everyone, and welcome to TWILLOWSTACHE. Today we have our awesome, he's a co-host now, really, let's face it.
I mean, you know.
I was going to say guest. It's really, no. We have Gerald. Welcome, Gerald, from Tarot Stash.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
I'm Tanis from Twillow Lifestyle Community, and we have Jennifer Jurkofsky.
Hello, hello.
From My Holistic Self Counselling. How is everyone today? It is Monday.
It is a Monday.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
And we have some pretty wild stuff that's happened, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like it anyway. I don't know. There's a lot going on in the astral, that's for sure. Let's just say hello to some of the people here. We have Suzanne G. Hey, Suzanne. Welcome. Welcome.
Hello.
And we have Kaylee.
Hi, Kaylee.
Welcome, everyone. And she's excited for today's chat. And we have Living in Radiance.
Hello.
Hello, Catherine. Welcome. And we have Standing in Light with Annie Bear. Welcome, Annie Bear. And she says hello, and she is grabbing her iPad. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, we've got a few more here that have come in, I guess. That was weird. It kind of jumped on me here. Okay, we have managed to split two things. Oh, dear. That's not good.
Ow.
Oh, my goodness. We really jumped here. Okay, we have Liz. Welcome, Liz. I'm like, what is happening with this chat? You guys are like blowing up the chat. It's awesome.
All over. It's awesome.
Well,
yes.
We all know this. It's because these are the best chatters.
They are indeed.
Lurkers, the work lurkers and the future lurkers. Hello.
Amazing.
Hello. And then we've got Rose Blue. Welcome.
Hey, Rose.
Hello.
And we have Garnet. Welcome, Garnet. Good to see you. And what else have we got? We have Free Spirit. Awesome.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hey.
And Garnet says he's standing in the light. And Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl.
Welcome, Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our show today. So as our usual, we'll do a little bit of an update of what all is what, and let's see what's happening.
Going on in the energies.
So we have had some big spikes in the Schumann, right? And we're sitting at a power of 57. So when the baseline's 7.8 hertz, there's stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So lots of grounding, lots of water, lots of all of that. And of course we have ads. Lovely. Here we go. So if we look here at the solar flare, we have had a number of M-class over the weekend here. You can see some M-class here, which is more than what we have been having. We have had a little bit quieter than this in the last week or so. So this is gearing up again. So we're seeing a little bit more action there. And in terms of the KP index, what have we got today on the KP index? Not too bad. We're in the green still. So all is good where that's concerned. So that's where we're at, where that's going on. What have you got for us, Jen, in our
lovely transits?
Transits.
Oh, those transits. So I don't know about you guys, but the previous transit that we were in, that gate 51, I felt like that was a doozy for me.
Me too.
But then we made a switch on between Thursday going into Friday. So the weekend was in a new transit. We were in the gate 42, which is the gate of increase or the gate of growth. Right? And this one is about moving from the shadow of expectation to the siddhi of celebration through the gift of detachment. And so we're in that energy right now. We're kind of smack dab in the middle of it because tomorrow we'll be in it as well. And then we're going to be transitioning from that to the next gate coming between that kind of Wednesday time frame, right? Depending on where we are in the world, time zones, all that kind of stuff. But so yeah, so that's the energy that we're in right now. And this is, it's the energy of letting go of living or dying. It's that idea of being able to move from being a victim of our experiences, right? That's that detachment piece, and allowing ourselves to just kind of step into that flow, allowing energy. From there, though, we're going to be moving into the gate 3. And so the gate 3 is the gate of difficulty at the beginning. It's about ordering. Okay. Now, this gate is the gate of the shadow energy here is chaos, and it's moving us to the city of innocence through the gift of innovation. Okay. And so when we look at that energy and we go, chaos, what difficulty at the beginning? No. Right. At least for me, that's how that I read it. But this is the archetype, and Gerald, you can let me know if this resonates for you. It's the sacred fool. So does this play into maybe the Fool card here? But it's this idea that, we have this energy that allows us to be playful, but in that create order out of chaos. The idea here in moving through this is to get to that place of innocence, right? And to open us to our ability to step into that energy. And so when we're looking at the gate 3 energy here, it's this victim of the chaotic mind and how that can show up for us. And, on each one has that kind of repressed or reactive energy around it. And so on the repressed side, it's that kind of anal retentive idea, right? Like that we're getting so caught up and it has to be this or that because I can't navigate the chaos. And so I'm getting like stuck and rigid in it. And the other side is that it's distorted, right? And we're not seeing it clearly, and we're not paying attention, and we're not noticing things because everything is getting distorted because of that chaos. And yet the beautiful thing about chaos is that it can break us open, right? To see, okay, now what do I need to do with this energy? How do I need to navigate it? That's that innovation piece, and being able to step into that energy, right? It's about getting kind of out of the head specifically in the mind and trying to figure it all out, and really allowing that inspiration to come in so that we can have the innovation when we need it to move forward. And I think that when we look at that, we can recognize that we don't have to be always in this place of do, fix, and all of that. That's where that playful energy can come in, because it allows us to, in the innocence of it, just enjoy the ride, right? And however that's going to unfold for us. So that is the energy that we're going to be shifting into, and we'll be in that energy until until I see you guys again, because next Monday we'll be transitioning right out of that 3 into the next one. So
yeah, well, that'll be interesting. What are you feeling about it all, Gerald?
Well, I was just saying there's a lot of nice comments in the chat.
There are a lot of nice comments in the chat. We've had some others join us. So we have Kiba. Hello, Kiba. And we have, yesterday was a doozy. Indeed. And Annie Bear is still exhausted, drinking lots of cranberry water and resting. Very good. Up since 2:30. That's early. Yeah.
That's way early.
And she's wishing us all a fabulous experience moving forward, and to you, sending you lots of light and love for all of that. And we have a hello from Tristan. Hey, Tristan. How's it going? And we have, is that going to be over Easter? So apparently, yes, that would be over Easter for your transit forecast. We have Jacqueline Anderson joining us today as well. Who says there is a madness to her method. Beautiful. Trust the process. And we have Hypnocity. trying to last minute to get my taxes done, locked myself out of my TurboTax. Oh no.
Oh.
We're working on that as well.
Mm-hmm.
It has been a bit of a ride lately.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, this is one a lot of my clients are talking about. Procrastination. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And we have Rachel. Hey, Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
Welcome. Sending lots of love to Ollie. Stuff happening there.
Well, and I think,
So-
I was listening to everything that you're saying. There's energetically, there's a lot of things going on. Astrologically, there's a lot of things going on because we just had, and in a lot of different spiritual paths, there's a lot going on because didn't Passover start on Friday, Saturday or Sunday, depending upon which calendar you use? There was a full moon.
Yes.
It was Palm Sunday. Next Sunday is Easter Sunday, and the Greek Orthodox Easter as well. So it's like, okay, it was Saturday. Thank you.
Saturday for Passover, yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff going on. And part of what you were talking about, Jennifer, the gates, chaos, distortion, and innovation. That sounds like the devil card to me. Because through the devil, there's a lot of chaos. And through that chaos is when creativity and belief really happens. Because things are distorted. We're not seeing things. And we have to get creative. We have to be innovative in order to get out of all of that.
Yeah.
So
That is true.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. And that, ability that is there in the energy to bring order to the chaos, right? It's about being able to kind of move through that and transcend into our potential, right? All of these energies and the shadows that show up, that's what they're about, is helping us to be able to do that. It's just about being really aware of the energy that we can get caught up in. Right? And then how do we transform that for ourselves?
Yeah.
It's like nuts.
I just got a lot of company.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's freezing all of a sudden. So Hi guys.
Life happens.
Life happens. They come in and out. We have some astrological stuff here. 6 houses just got new plants for their ruler's hip. I'm thinking perhaps it's planets.
Rulership.
For rulership.
Just got new planets in their rulership.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Hypnocity. Please be sure to like and subscribe.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So I know I haven't really talked about it in human design and Jera. We haven't done it in our Laugh and Learn yet, but there's gates in human design that are gates of melancholy, right? They're gates that hold that melancholic energy, which is also creative energy, right? So just as a note too, going into this energy, that if you're feeling down, like extra down, very melancholic, even feeling a bit of that depressed kind of feeling, just notice that and allow yourself to kind of take a step back and go, okay, is this something that I actually have to own? Because the mind will put a narrative to it and it will own it. Or is this something that I can recognize as collective energy that I'm feeling? And how can I transmute this for myself either way?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, because the collective has been pretty chaotic.
Yeah.
So definitely.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and it's interesting too, because, we get into this and these energies show up and then, we start jumping into quickly trying to make decisions. Either we're, in fear or we're feeling stressed out. It's like, okay, hold on. Let me take a step back
Yeah.
and really observe what's happening and notice it. And then what is it that I need in this moment to be able to ground, to be able to calm, to bring in that self-compassion so that I can actually make a choice as opposed to just reacting to the energies around me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's really challenging to do. It's really challenging to remember, first of all, to do that grounding and to do that centering. The more we do it, the less time it can take.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's as simple as remembering to breathe, to drink
Yep.
water, and to get your shoulders off of your earlobes. So, yeah, there you go. So, yeah.
Yeah. So Cheryl says, that's interesting. I'd not thought about that. Is it mine or the collective?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I find that, sometimes we'll take on a lot of collective energy and it isn't ours. And yet we're like judging ourselves for the emotion that we're having around it. I've been guilty at times when I'm not consciously thinking, oh yeah, this might not all be mine.
Yeah.
So, and we've got a couple of other people here. We've got Mary Alice Waters. Welcome.
Hello.
And Suzanne. Hello. Sending loves and hugs to you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, and I think it's interesting to, where did it go? I think it's an important thing to realize is we can have all sorts of feelings, and cut yourself a break. They're just feelings.
Yeah.
Honor them for what they are. Do not rate them. Well, that's a bad feeling, or I shouldn't feel that way.
Oh yes.
Because when we do that, we're taking the power that we have away, and we're distributing it outside of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't shoulder the should-haves.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And boy, I love the idea of is it mine?
Yeah.
And
asking
if you can't tell if it's yours,
it's probably not.
Yeah.
It's probably not. Or you've woven, or you've made some of it yours by trying to get your tendrils into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Or your head made up a beautiful story that includes it in your story.
Oh, yes.
Exactly. Because the mind is great with that. It loves it. It has to remember that the brain, the conscious brain, like it has to understand everything. It feels like it has to put everything into its boxes, and it has to label everything, and it has to just know what everything is. And so we might be tapping into the energy of those around us, the collective energy. Like there's so many other things that are influencing us. And instead of just going, oh, that's an interesting feeling. I wonder where that just came from. The brain goes, oh, well, and if it's a feeling that it doesn't like, it goes, I don't like this feeling. Why am I having this feeling? And then it goes, hold on, let me go through the Rolodex of all of the things that are happening in my life right now that I can attribute this feeling to.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. And it goes this. And then all of a sudden we own it and we make it ours. And now we're holding it. And we get into this place of now I'm, so often we look at it and we go like, I am sad. I am depressed. I am frustrated, as opposed to, oh, wow, there's sadness there. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, there's some real heaviness there in the energy. Okay, that's interesting. Right. But having that bit of separation from it, we begin to realize, okay, I'm having an experience with this feeling or this thought, but it's not who I am, and I don't have to own it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Big welcome to Andy's Healing Arts.
Hello.
Welcome to the community. It's always a pleasure to come on and chat. And whose circus is this? Yeah, because I often say it's not my circus, not my monkeys. I'm not jumping in there. Not my circus, not my monkeys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes it's my monkeys, but
Sometimes it's my monkeys throwing popcorn at the others' monkeys.
yeah.
So,
I try not to do that, but it happens.
what do
on
they call
occasion.
it?
We are human.
Yeah. Poking the bear.
Mm-hmm.
It's like not necessarily recommended. However, it happens. And when it happens and you realize it and you want to not do it anymore, well, then quit it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so interesting. We talk about like the monkey mind, right? And how that shows up, and this idea of, it's not my monkeys or whatever. But sometimes my monkeys go and steal other monkeys' stuff and bring it on back. And I go,
Yeah.
okay, no.
Please. Put that back. We don't need to carry that.
Yeah. It's where you go. It's where you go. Nice try.
Get rid of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
So somebody has an actual puppet. This makes me laugh when I see him. Take away his power in your mind and his behavior becomes laughable.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And popcorn is a good choice. It is a good choice. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yes, exactly. She agrees. Mm-hmm.
Agreed. Yeah. You remember there is that whole thing about how monkeys like to fling poo. Well, they got to go pick it up. We don't want our monkeys picking up all the poo and flinging it around in our minds.
No,
thank you.
Able to, recognize what is happening. We can go to, to Andy's comment there, perception is everything. And it truly is, because in those moments, I can go, wait a minute. Right now, I'm seeing everything through this lens, and I don't want to anymore. I want to take that lens off, and let's see now what I see and how that,
And sometimes just that visualization too of taking off a lens. Sometimes that's helpful.
Mm-hmm.
I know it sounds, funny, but sometimes it is helpful.
I also think it's important to remember we're trying to behave differently, and the key to that is awareness. Notice when you start to get into that. The sooner you can do that, the better. If you can do it like right after it happens, wonderful. If you do that, you find out that what was it that took you down that spiral, and you recognize it 6 months ago, great, you've recognized it. Because when you can name something, it no longer controls you. You can control it.
Yes.
Just like in management, you can't manage what you don't know, right? What you don't see. That's why there's all the push for reports and all that, but that's another whole topic. We won't go there.
But it's so true. I mean, I talk about that with clients all of the time. We get started on this journey and they're like, well, what do I do? And it's like the first thing ever is just observe. Become the observer. If you can notice it, you can do something with it.
Yeah.
That's
awareness. Exactly, Cheryl.
I love it when people, when people, we have a lot of tools to help us with our awareness. Whether or not we apply them to that, we have to pay attention to it.
Yeah.
So, let's say you were skilled in the different gates and the transits. If you could look ahead, you could see where some of the gates and the transits are going, because, you can do that. You can go, oh, the last time this happened, I struggled with this. So forewarned is forearmed. And I am a firm believer it's don't use things outside of yourself to excuse your bad behavior or, your inappropriate behavior.
Yeah. Agreed.
Fan form.
Don't, because that's perpetuating it.
Yes.
So
Well, and all of this, we look at, and I think it's so funny, right? Like blame it on the stars, and blame it on the transits, blame it on whatever. And I think that there is a component here where we recognize, yes, I'm being influenced by these things, but
influence
that's
is
it.
a great word.
Influenced,
Yeah.
right? I still get to choose how I'm going to move in that energy.
Yeah.
Right. And this is where journaling is such a powerful thing, because you may not even know the transits, but the transits happen at about the same time every year. It's like a little day off here and there, but it's about the same time every year. So just a simple journaling and noticing, hey, this week last year I did this, and this week the year before I did this, and oh, there's a pattern here. So when I'm in the influence of this particular energy, whatever it is that's happening during this time, I know maybe I'm moodier. Maybe I, tend to think badly of people. I keep getting all of these distorted, ideas in my mind that I don't normally have, right? Like the more that we pay attention, the more we can recognize when we're in that influence, so that we don't act from it, right? We're able to notice it and then do something different.
Exactly.
Well, it's almost like you're, I did not pay Jennifer to say that at all, but tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, I'm having a creativity conversation with medium Betsy Palmer and Jamie. We're talking about journaling.
Oh,
well, there we go.
You can't make this stuff up, folks.
No, you cannot make this stuff up. And I'm like, okay. So
very good.
It's key.
Mm-hmm.
So Suzanne says, observe, don't absorb. Very good. Mm-hmm. And Hattie, good afternoon, all. Better late than never. Always good to have you. Welcome, welcome.
Yes.
And of course, recognizing is a huge step in healing, for sure.
Yep.
And Andy's sending hearts. Thank you. And we did have a fan moment. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Planets and stars are saying for entertainment purposes only. You choose how you respond. There we go. See?
Love it.
There we are.
Yeah, you choose. And what's really wonderful, I have an appreciation, because we all know these great astrologers and different astrologies. I really appreciate and value the ones who are saying, here's what it is. The last time this happened, this is what it looked like. Mm-hmm. And it's sort of making it a reality instead of it being out here. It sort of goes, oh, here's the history of it. It's like what you were saying, Jennifer, that idea of last year, this happened. Okay. Yes. Oh, here. Yeah, I know everybody's waiting for this.
Have to have the tiny hands.
Gotta have the tiny hands, yes. So it's so true.
We have lurk mode activated. Taco making involved.
Ooh, tacos.
Awesome.
Tacos. Hattie says, my mind, body, and soul react to trauma I had years ago. I wonder why I'm in a strange mood, then realize what day or week it is. Yes, definitely. I don't let Mercury retrograde bother me, as I know how it behaves now. Education is power. Oh, wow. Okay. Tomorrow is the 113th anniversary of the Titanic. And I've been told I was on it as a teenager. We have somebody else that was listening earlier that was on it as well.
Okay, wait a minute. Hypnicity, you are not 113 years old or 120.
Past life. Mr. Akashic Records reader.
I was trying to be funny, and instead I was just being trying.
Okay. Fair.
Feel free to use that in line, anybody. Don't we all feel better now that we've had a laugh?
Yes.
So
goosebumps for the Titanic passenger. Okay, that's good. I will let them know if they have not, if they're not still on here.
Yeah.
And Melanie says she looks younger.
You rock that.
You go, girl.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, but going back to Hetty's comment, just to be serious again for a moment there, but we do hold, right? There's reasons why we have books like The Body Keeps Score, and when the body says no, and understanding that the body holds on to things and the body remembers, and so sometimes we may not even be consciously aware of a pattern or an anniversary or when something is, but our body knows. It's got that clock, right? And it's connected to the rhythms and all of that. And so being able to just hold space for whatever it is that we're experiencing can help us to release it and not necessarily go into it in the same way. It's the mind that deep dives back in and causes that kind of suffering piece with it.
Yeah, I know for me, it's for some reason, it's like first and second week of December that seems to come up for me every year. And it's probably because we've lost a lot of family members in December throughout the month, though. In fact, probably closer to the later in the month. But I think that's probably the same sort of thing, right? Where we're reacting. The body knows, oh, geez, December's coming.
Yeah.
And that's, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Laughter is the best medicine.
Amen to that.
Oh. Lincoln, the Titanic, and taxes all occur on the 15th of April.
There you go.
Interesting correlation. And the body does keep score. Indeed. Indeed.
And some people believe that the body keeps score through lifetimes.
It does.
So.
Yep. I've had clients where we've done some past life healing stuff, and they were having a rough time. They're not getting past something. And all of a sudden we realize, well, you died in a past life at this particular age. So you're just reacting to the situation from the past life. So let's go back and heal that. And then they release it. So sometimes that can happen.
Yeah. Well, and the body holds energy, period, right? Like our body is the vessel of this lifetime, but it's imbued with the energies from everything. And so whether we're looking at it from a past life perspective or even an ancestral perspective, right? The body is going to be what tells us that something is going on. The way that we show up and how we're navigating things, there's going to be patterns that we can recognize and see that help us go, wait a minute, I'm holding on to something here that I don't have maybe a conscious awareness of, right? It's again, that moment of taking that step back and going, okay, what else is possible? Right. And how do we want to explore that so that it can be released? Because we don't have to carry it. And that's the beautiful thing, is we can release it so that we're not carrying it forward.
Oh, wow. Okay. Never thought about my psyche feeling my past or my passing in a former incarnation. Yeah. Yeah. I've definitely had stuff that has come up, like that I've felt and not known why I was feeling it, because nothing happened in this life. And I've gone back and done some healing on a past life. Definitely.
And The Body Keeps Score is the book that both Jennifer and Tanis had mentioned, that it's quite helpful.
Yeah.
This one. Yeah. Yeah. And this is a good one. Known and unknown, past and future lives, for sure. Oh, this is interesting. So yes, I have heard that.
That sometimes birthmarks are past lives, things like a bullet wound, etc. I've not heard that before.
Yeah, or they're markings. So starseed markings can be birthmarks too. So I have the Big Dipper on my shoulder, and I'm a starseed. So it can be that. And we're sending tons of love and healing, Milani, for that. Where are we here? Firm believer in trying everything to heal, because I've done meds and metaphysical, and it's a combo of both that work for me. Everyone is different. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Everybody has like their perfect blend.
Yes.
I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
that's also good advice, Cheryl. The body keep score can be challenging for some people. So
yes,
choose it wisely. And as always, seek professional assistance. This is why professionals are around. They can help you navigate that. It's extremely powerful. It's like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
So, and sometimes working through a book like that with a professional can really benefit you from having someone to support you through the process.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, because there's definitely books out there that are wonderfully powerful and helpful, but they are very triggering, and they're going to bring up memories and wounds and all of that. And so you want to be very mindful that you're not going through that on your own.
Wow. Alchemize, is that a word? It is now.
Yes. Yes, I think we've used that word before, alchemize. That's perfect. And that's not good. We're sending you tons of healing too.
Oh my, yes.
My goodness. We have so many comments, guys. That's why we're quiet. We're like reading the comments.
Oh no, yeah.
Like,
This is wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah, this is true, eh? Not all doctors are created equal. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're giving great advice.
Oh, well, thank you. And I am for entertainment purposes only.
It's right on his chest.
See? There you go.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And here in the Northern Hemisphere, it's spring. So some people are outside digging in the dirt.
Good for grounding.
Pulling things up. It is very good for grounding. Very good for earthing. But boy, you need to honor the physical process of that. Because if you're trying to do too much, it can go. It's like, woo. It can hurt your body physically.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, we need to learn to listen to our body more. Right? The mind likes to negate the messages that the body is telling us. Right? The body says, slow down or stop or take a break or do this or that. And the mind goes, no, it's okay. Push through.
Of course.
You can do this. You got this. Yeah. Spring. Snow forecast for Wednesday. I thought we were done with that. She's in our area. So
Really, I'm sitting here going, Mother Nature is going to do whatever the hell she wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she does.
She does indeed.
She is having fun with us up here.
There you go.
It was a really warm day. Hey, snow.
Yep.
So, hypnicity, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yes, me too. Do you have pink eyes, Gerald?
I do.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
So, Mother Nature is bipolar.
Yes. And if anybody knows a naturopath in the Seattle area, and he's looking for that.
Yes.
Oh, yes, under your mug.
Oh, there we go. They make a cream for that, apparently.
They it's all about the Easter eggs. It's all about the eggs.
It's Easter. coming up. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wow.
You've been shuffling. Are you feeling drawn to draw a card?
I can.
Or is it just a...
It's just a habit. It's just a thing. I have this deck in order. I did a deck joustle with Jane the Seeker for the Intuitive City Oracle. And it's a tarot deck. And it's a 1930s inspired art type of deck. And it's lovely. And it feels good to shuffle.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you're putting your energy into it.
I am, yes, because I had it in order, so I'm mixing it up. I'm going to use it later tonight, I think.
Very good. Wow. Nalani does that too. Aimless shuffling.
Yeah.
It does keep the hands busy, right? It's kind of like a fidget gadget.
And
what is it called? Fidget spinners?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, like that.
Like the one I'm playing with.
That one.
But
wait, my hands are too tiny for a fidget spinner.
they'd be holding it on either end, and it would just be sitting there like.
I wonder if I could get a TWILLOWSTACHE fidget spinner.
That would be great. Just get the mustache that spins around and around.
A mustache.
There we go. A mustache one.
Now
that's what you need.
Funny.
Yes.
That's funny.
Big hello to colorful foresight. Connect from within. Welcome.
Sylvia, hello.
And free spirit, hello.
Well, okay, so I did pull a card from this deck because you asked, and it's Intuition, the High Priestess.
Oh, okay.
So during these times, it is important to honor our intuition and to allow our intuition to be heard. I think intuition is a strong thing. And if you don't feel like you have a strong enough intuition, there's one way that you can get better at that. It's journal about your intuition and see what happens with it.
Yes. Absolutely.
So, but I think it's a really pretty card.
It is.
And so, yeah, the upright
Beautiful.
is intuition.
Yeah.
So,
awesome.
Love
that. There you go. A TWILLOWSTACHE mustache fidget twirl.
Oh my.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Well, and the intuition is, like you said, it is such a timely card for right now. I think Hypnicity said timely there. And, we always have an opportunity to take a step back, slow down, and try to listen. But because we live in a world that is constantly telling us, go, 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 do,
yeah.
we don't always take the time that we need to be able to hear that intuition, because that comes to us each differently.
Yeah, for sure.
And so if you're one of those people who need to take time in order to know if something is right or not, then yeah, journaling is going to be a beautiful way to kind of navigate all of the emotions and everything around it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I keep going back to what you said, Jennifer, about, this happened last year. This happened the year before. And there's a lot of power and connection for just writing things down. Longhand. I don't know if people here who are watching can write in cursive. Don't get me started on that. Yes, I can. I write all of my Book of Shadows stuff in cursive because that way I know people aren't going to be able to read it in about 15 years because they don't read cursive.
Truth.
So,
although I'm teaching my minions, my littles, how to read cursive.
Yeah. So that, and writing that stuff down is really, really so significant. And I always, do you need to go back and read your journals? No. Just get it out so it's not clogging up your space here, 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 or all of your chakras.
Yeah.
I think it's it's a key thing.
Well, and one of the beautiful things, and I've shared this probably before, hey, Jonathan, is when we ruminate on something, it just goes round and round and round, and it makes sense in our head. When we finally say it, or if we write it down, we actually get challenged because we have to, in that moment, kind of go, is that really true? Right? I know I've had this experience, and I'm sure others have, where it sounds so good. And then you say it and you go, ooh, nope, that's never mind. Never mind.
That's true.
Come back. Right. And so journaling is a beautiful way for us to check ourselves and to check our ruminations and what's going on in our minds.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So not only is it getting it out, but it's getting it out and it's making us go, hold on a minute.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that sounded better in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that because when it sounds better in my head and I say it out loud, I go, oh boy, that sounded better in my head. Let me try that over. Or please
do
disregard
over,
it.
please.
Yes. Because what it does is it puts the responsibility on me, and it gives me an opportunity to connect with you by saying that didn't come out the way I had meant it to, or that sounded worse than then it sounded in my head. And then when you have somebody who says, boy, that didn't come out right, or can I have a redo on that? That's somebody you want around you because they recognize it and they're not going to spin it back on you. They're owning it. It's like out of the mouth and it's like, ooh, and it's true. You have to be careful what you say.
Yeah, of course.
But boy, you can do a lot of, building a lot of relationships by owning what you've said and honoring it. It doesn't mean you have to agree with what somebody else says.
That's right. Yeah.
So,
but often what we actually say, we haven't taken the time to think about deeply. Right.
Yeah.
When we ruminate on something, we tend to just kind of go over the same aspects of it. And even if we, venture off a bit, we're maintaining a level of narrative. Right. Whereas the moment that it comes out, we have to take it to another level. Right. Because in that moment, it's like, hold on, that's not quite right. Why is that not right?
Yeah.
Right. And then I need to go deeper and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hello to Monica.
Hello.
Hi.
Monica's here. Yay.
Monica's here. And Mark says, check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan says he not only knows cursive and calligraphy, but also knows how to use mine hieroglyphs.
Amazing.
Because Nalani said cursive is tomorrow's hieroglyphics.
Yep. Truth.
I love that. I think that's hilarious.
And so he knows some Egyptian hieroglyphics as well.
Yeah.
So Kaylee, get up. Jonathan's an overachiever. All right. We're throwing shade over here. All righty.
I think that's awesome, though.
Do I need the, do I need the little sticker thing here? Because I got
The
that.
sticker
There
thing?
you go.
Which
Or,
one?
This one.
Oh,
Hashtag. Yes.
there you go.
Hashtag overachiever.
Well, speaking of hashtags, everybody, please make sure you like and subscribe.
Please.
All of the links to our channels are below. Show your support.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Jonathan says he's proud to be an
You go
coach.
for it.
Absolutely. I think it's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Hattie has a comment there. Journaling makes me sad. And you know what? Sometimes it does. And I think that that's a moment too for reflection. Because if we're writing and it's making us sad, it's a moment to kind of take a step back and go, what am I focusing on right now?
Mm-hmm.
What is this doing for me? And do I want to stay in this or do I want to shift it? And it's not, I don't think one is good, bad, right, wrong, anything like that. But it really is about what experience do I want to have right now? And how do I want to use this activity to bring me into that experience?
Yeah.
Right. And sometimes we need to be sad. Sometimes we need to write and bawl our eyes out.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes we need to shift. And so it's really up to us in terms of what experience we want to have on how we navigate that.
And does it? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I'd ask the 5 whys of why that's making you sad, right? Which is similar to what Jen's saying. And that'll help you to target it a little bit and then maybe do some Ho'oponopono on the base reason, because that might help you to do more and be able to work through some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is interesting. Journaling has come up multiple times. And what I find interesting is we're 52 minutes into the show. We've
Are we really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I don't know what you're doing wrong. I think you're okay.
You're saying you can't see the other 2?
Well, let me put them in.
They're here.
They're all at the bottom of our screen here.
So if you just type them in, you'll see. Well, I can't get over it. I don't know where you are, Tanis, but I can't get to you.
Right here?
I don't know how I point.
This way, right here. right there. That's one of them. And then Jen's is on the other end and Gerald is underneath.
Yeah, I can go down. I can do this. This I know is correct. When it comes to either side, I mirror it. I don't know what I'm doing.
Well,
there we go. There's Jen's in the chat.
Okay. I put the links in my chat so that people can get it. Do make sure that you verify that. I do have it in the description. But what I was saying is because we're dealing with transits that are about letting things go and difficulty at the beginning, and being able to we grow through this chaos and distortion and innovation. There's a sense of innocence. If we journal about that, that's something that can stir all of those things.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, and even
Definitely.
simply when we know what the transit is, to take that shadow aspect, whatever it is. So in this case, it's chaos, but whatever it is moving through, and kind of look at it and go, okay, what is my relationship with this shadow aspect? Right? How do I see it? Do I see it as a good thing, a bad thing, a right thing, a wrong thing? Like, how am I labeling? What is my mind doing in regards to this shadow aspect? And then am I able to see the magic, the genius, the gift that can come from this shadow aspect? And if I am, great, how do I want to bring that into my experience? And if I can't, why not? And what do I need to do to be able to see that in this energy?
Right. Mm-hmm. I think we just got our 5-minute warning at 5:55.
There you go. And Suzanne G is not finding the chat, it's like you need to go to the channels and then click on the live, and then it'll show the chat. So
yeah. Oh,
But-
yes, we have Maruta came in too.
Maruta.
Hello, Maruta. I think that was back here. We kind of missed her somewhere here. She jumped in. I can't find it now.
It's because you guys are such awesome chatters.
Because there's so much coming through. It's like amazing.
Well, and I was also thinking,
Hello, Maruta. I can't find this.
I think
Anyway.
also I was thinking about, the Schumann and the sun things. What do you call that?
Solar flares. The
solar flares.
Yeah.
It goes back to that, that great advice. Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Yeah.
And a great way to check yourself when all of this stuff goes on is to write some stuff down.
Yeah.
And that way you can look at it. So then it can be not devoid of emotion. It allows you to it allows you to graph the sentence with emotion and what's real, what you imagined, what's yours, what's the others. So, ooh, how's that for an analogy? You can graph your feelings, Do you remember, did you ever graph any sentences in school?
Yeah.
No.
I used to graph a lot. I graphed behaviors, graphed all kinds of things.
Okay.
I didn't graph sentences, but that's, you guys both went to U.S. schools. I didn't. So maybe that's why.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe I just don't remember because it was too long ago.
Possible that we all didn't graph it in school. I don't know.
It's okay. I can manage the long ago piece. Different timeline. There we go. That's what I'm going to go with. Let's say that it was a different timeline.
Yes. Well, but you have.
Oh, go ahead, Gerald.
Oh, I was just asking. It got crowded for you a little earlier, Tanis. Is it still crowded for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm freezing.
Okay.
I've been sitting here like shivering. So
yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. I'll get something warm when I'm done.
But on the transits, the solar flares, the Schumann, the interconnectedness of all of that with our energy, I just did a blog series. So I'm going to put it in the chat if you guys want to understand more about that. Neutrinos, what they are, what in the world they are. Although Gerald and I also talked about that in a Laugh and Learn. So you can take a look at those as well and see. But it's really interesting when we begin to understand how all of these things actually influence us and why, then we can kind of go, oh, okay. It's not just this kind of, la la woo woo out there thing. Like there's actually science that, because I like to geek out on the science side, and there's actually science that explains why these, celestial bodies that are, light years away influence us. And what's going on there. And so sometimes being able to understand that can help us have some compassion for ourselves as we're going through it all.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Nalani. This is a great idea. When my daughter was small, I kept a journal with her. Every night I would ask her, what are 5 things that made you smile today? Now she's 18 and journals. That's amazing.
Well done. # good parenting.
Absolutely. We used to do it at the dinner table. Yeah. But he doesn't journal, so that would have been better for journaling purposes.
But does he think about the 5 things that made him happy today?
I'm pretty sure he does think in that vein.
Good parenting.
He's a good communicator, which is kind of what we were building with that as well. Hoping that he will come home and at least tell us about his day. You get some kids, they come home. How was your day? Good.
Fine.
Okay. What happened? Nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And by the way, it's never too late to change that.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah. They do start young for sure, but we can always change our habits, right? Just maybe takes us a little more practice when we're older.
Yes.
Well, we got to unlearn stuff, which, right? It's one thing to learn it right off the bat. It's something else to have to unlearn it and then learn something new.
That's why I never want to learn anything.
We know that ain't true.
Stay in the unknowing, man. Stay in the unknowing.
Yeah. I'm like, am I going to have to unlearn this? Hashtag that's a joke, everybody.
Yeah, this guy learns all the time. All the time. So what have we got for our home play? I see you shuffling over there, Jen.
Yeah. Well, and what was coming with the whole learning piece is learn, but don't perceive that you know.
Oh, yes. Very good.
So learn like an innocent and keep learning and be curious.
Exactly.
Like
open and curious.
Hey, you took the words right out of my mouth.
Their theme.
Our home play comes from Seeds of the Sacred Feminine. And right off of our beautiful moon, gaze at the moon. Okay.
Yes.
Says, lift your eyes up and behold your ancient grandmother. She is the one who hangs in the night sky. She is the mystical embodiment of the sacred feminine. Grandmother Moon, with her changing phases, is a receiver and deeply tied to the sun, the waters of the earth, and your physical body. What is she receiving right now? Like all sacred feminine beings, her receptive nature absorbs sacred masculine energy to create balance. Have you taken the time to wonder, what energy are you sending out? Grandmother Moon is also a sacred reflector. Just like a pool of still water, the moon reflects back what she sees. The pure love of the sun, the struggles on the earth, or the miracles on the earth. What are you creating on earth at this time in history? Grandmother Moon is a mirror. It will mirror it back to you. Are you proud of your creations? Take a moment to gaze at your grandmother. Send her your gratitude and let her receive that love. What she receives, you too receive. Help Grandmother Moon show you the miracles of your life instead of the struggles. She is your kin. Remember to send well-being to all the children of earth. Your grandmother will reflect it back to them, and they will receive it when they too gaze at the moon.
Wow.
Beautiful. Very appropriate considering we just had an amazing full moon. Absolutely. And Nalani says a great message for today.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So look at the moon.
Yes.
Look at the
moon.
Call upon her energy.
I think it's such a beautiful piece to recognize that she's reflecting what we send and how important it is, because we all reflect what is sent all around us. So what do we want to be reflected back to us? That's what we need to be sending out.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely. So Gerald, you have something tonight at 7?
I do. Yes, the Mystic 4, we're doing personal readings.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Anything else this week?
I've got lots of stuff. Tomorrow is the creativity conversation about journaling. And then I have a laugh and learn about time, as in THYME.
Ooh.
So you can think about the mundane and magical purposes of that. Just like and subscribe. I got oodles and oodles of things coming.
Yep.
Because next week we've got Environments 3 from Human Design.
We do. Yeah, so next Monday for before Twillow Talk, so 2 p.m. Eastern.
Mhm.
We're going to talk about the last 2 environments.
Beautiful.
So
Yes.
Have you done kitchen yet?
we did.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Mhm.
That's mine.
Yeah.
And we have one tonight.
We do.
Jen and I will be on Woo Woo Wonderment with
Oh,
Kaylee
nice.
Fogo Pogo tonight, talking galactic stuff. So that'll be
Nice.
fun. Mm-hmm. And then we have a support group on Saturday with Beyond Being Human, right?
Yes, we
On
do.
Saturday night at 7:30. So please join us for that. That would
Yep,
be
you
great.
can sign up for those at beyondbeinghuman.org/support-groups. And there's almost, I think at this point, there's one every week. And they're free to join.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody is there to hold space for us on our journey. They're private, they're on Zoom, so you got to sign up for them.
Yeah.
But they're just safe spaces to actually talk face to face. Love having you guys in the chat, but it's an opportunity to connect.
Yeah. If you want to come and meet us,
Yeah.
and chat with us, that's like talk to us, I should say, instead of chat. Talk to us.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So that's Saturday night Eastern time. Yes. So the Eastern time is 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Yeah. If you click on the link, it has the right date. Okay. So just on the website, Kaylee's saying. So it's been updated now, I believe, and all is well. So that's where we're at for today. You good, Jenny?
Yep. I was just seeing if I could put it in the
Awesome.
linky
And you
link.
did.
And you did. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, that's
So,
great.
Another awesome show. I just love doing these with you guys. It's so much fun. And we want to thank everyone for joining us. You guys bring all of your love and energy to the show week after week, and we just love you. So come on back again next week, 5 p.m. for Twillow Talk. And Gerald will be back again for our TWILLOWSTACHE episode in a month.
Yes.
And we're looking forward to that as well.
Yes.
So, final words, anyone?
Journal.
I like it.
Journal. Word of the week. Journal under the moon. There we go.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
That puts our, play in there as well.
Like that.
There we go. Have an awesome week, everyone. And we'll see you soon. Lots of love.
Bye.
Bye.